Welcome to Black Love Matters, where it serves a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding Aaron Brock Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or Who Is You?
I'm Neil,
And I'm Nyambi.
and this is episode 339, y'all.
Hey.
We back.
We back.
We back.
We in the D, and we back. It's so cold in the D. Actually, it's hot as hell.
It is.
How the hell we supposed to eat?
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on podcast and on Stitcher, and follow us on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. What's going on?
Hey, y'all, we back. Well, you know, this guy just going to be a catch-up episode, so just buckle in so we can give you an update. But before we go through our last 2 weeks and our travels and our endeavors and the stuff we have, we've been doing, it's a couple things I just personally want to do updates on.
Okay.
I know folks been emailing us about these entanglements. Ain't no need me to talk about the entanglements. I think everybody else done talked about the entanglements. But if you want me to talk about the entanglements, we'll see how we feel later in the week. But all over, I thought it was Will Smith's eyes were just very watery.
Was he about to cry?
I don't think he was about to cry. And I mean, it's okay to cry, but I think he was just over it. I think he's like relived this 4 or 5 times. And the fact that he had to do it on Facebook Live was just another feather in the hat that he was just a little bit over it. Jada tried it, though. Jada, Badu, they all in that same school of rock. Will they be throwing it? They be throwing it on people, and they be like, "I ain't know I threw it on you like that. I thought we was just having fun."
Ooh, they on the mythical
knowing
boxes.
Knowing y'all putting roots on these niggas. But later we'll talk about it. Also, y'all know we in Detroit. I ain't leaving the house. Only time I leave the house is the same reason I left out from California is to go to the market and or pick up food. We'll see how near them. Do you think Am I too much with that?
No, because we have 4 million cases. I understand.
That's the only plan I'm going to leave. And then when we see people, folks got masks, which I appreciated, or we sit on the patio.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's not too much of a difference from California. It's just a different area.
I think the only difference is we around family.
Oh, okay.
And that time,
is that helpful for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not for you, though.
Why don't put words in my mouth?
Well,
I just asked.
is it helpful for you?
It depends on the day.
As your parents are listening upstairs?
Exactly. I think it depends on the day. I think it just depends on the day.
What about today?
Today's not bad because we got a nice Sunday dinner and I ain't had to cook nothing.
Okay.
So that felt pretty nice. Anyway, also, y'all know what? A show that has been keeping me above water is on Netflix. It's called Love on the Spectrum. Y'all, stop what you're doing. If you need a nice, endearing watch, if you need something just to ground you, if you want to watch the realest dating show on earth, go to Netflix right now and watch Love on the Spectrum. It's about a group of autistic folks who are on this spectrum, and they're just being open and honest about what it is to date romantically when you have autism, and just the way they showing up and how raw they are is sickening. What I admire about the show is the transparency of the folks who are on the autism spectrum. Like, honestly, there's some cues as folks who are not on the autistic spectrum that are dating we need to take from them. I think one of the episodes, one of the people was like, they was in the middle of dinner. They was like, you know what? I got a lot of anxiety, depression. You rubbed me the wrong way. I don't want to be here. I'm ready to go home.
Ooh, easy out.
And I was just like, yeah. Imagine how many dates niggas and bitches could have saved if you just tell people, like, you know what? You triggering something in me that I don't like, and I'm not sure about that, and I don't want to do it. Or I love anime a lot. And if you hate anime, that's a non-negotiable for me. So let's just cut it out right now.
Easy out.
So it's just something about that I don't know, just appreciate the transparency. And then also I pulled at my heartstrings too. Because one of the young men, I think his name was Mark, and they asked him about love and his goals for it. He was like, that's really his life work. He feels as if people were put on his work to love and give love and to be loved. And like, that's what his life work would be. And he can't wait until he can have a partner to share that with. And I'm like, jeez. Like, and I didn't even do it justice how he said it. And he said it with such conviction. And I was like, hell, I got some friends that I know looking for you, Mark. And I think he want to be a paleontologist. You know, he got some social awkwardness, but, you know, we can work through that. Because he was so, what is it? Innocence, not pure. like the intention of what Lovewood is so pure that I don't know, I just appreciate it so much. So if y'all looking for a nice watch, I would recommend Love on the Spectrum. It'll ground you. It'll be endearing. Don't get me wrong. It's some moments that you're like, oh shit. Or it's just like folks who are not on the spectrum. It's some problematic niggas on that show too.
It's some problematic spectrum people.
Oh yeah, it's problematic people all over. Right. One of the dudes was like, I'm just looking for a girl that's beautiful but not too beautiful. Like she don't got to be a model. I want her to be like a 50-50.
Oh.
And everybody was like,
what that mean?
Exactly. Go to the show and let I think his name is Michael. Let Michael tell your ass.
Oh.
And one of the girls was like, I'm looking for somebody tall, dark, handsome, and rich.
Oh.
And she went on a date with somebody, and they was kicking it off. And at the end of the day, he asked her. He looked at his wallet, and I guess it was a little more than he expected. He was like, "What you get? You want to split it?" And she looked at him like he was a fool. It is just so good. So if you're looking for something good to watch, again, it's called Love on the Spectrum on Netflix. I'm absolutely in love with it. Neil, what chicken you got?
Do I play Love Bath now?
Oh my God, yeah.
All right.
Y'all know I couldn't do it.
All right.
You playing it for a few folks. What done happened? You know, Lord, it's 2020 COVID. Let's pass.
Oh my God. So we start off with who?
CT Vivian?
CT Vivian.
OG Civil Rights.
Just OG.
Civil Rights with Snick.
GOAT in the game.
Then we got who?
John Lewis.
Good trouble. What? Get in some good trouble.
Getting in that good trouble. That good trouble.
He literally been saying that for the last 40 years and just catch on when it was a documentary. And also, the documentary, I recommend y'all watch it. Good Trouble.
That good trouble. There's been a lot of other people too.
That's what I'm saying. Regis done passed.
Regis Philbin.
That one of the old racist white women from Gone with the Wind done passed. Yep. It's a lot. COVID is not playing.
It's not.
Okay. And all these people ain't even passed from COVID. It's just it's just the age people getting to.
Right.
It's just a lot.
There's a lot of things going on. Mm-hmm. And we just have to play that Love Bath. Yeah. Play it for y'all. If y'all had a loss in y'all family.
Grandma done passed from the Chi.
Oh my God. Turn Love Bath back up.
What?
Oh my God.
Grandma. I know it was a strip club.
Grandma.
Wake up, Grandma. Oh, no. Grandma dead. Grandma. Can't stand Ronnie. But come on. You going to talk about John Lewis or CT Vivian? What you going to talk about now?
Oh, my God. We just had Ghosts in the Civil Rights Movement passed.
Yeah.
You know, our elders are leaving this earth.
Mm-hmm. And rightfully so. They tired.
Rightfully so. They tired. John Lewis been crossing that bridge ever since he got cracked upside his head.
Why they keep making him go on that bridge?
Even in death.
They made him go across the bridge again. I wonder amongst his good Judies. He said, I don't want to go across that motherfucking bridge no more.
He been going across that bridge since he was 15.
I think 15.
How old was he?
He was about
like
17,
15, 16.
Yeah, you're right. You said he been crossing this since he 15.
He been crossing that same
They need
bridge.
to change the name of that racist ass bridge.
To John
Lewis Bridge. Come on. How we get that passed?
I don't know.
Ineffective Senate and Congress.
It's because of you that we have the Voting Rights Act.
Yep, and they need to go ahead and repass. Why don't they just make it an amendment? Why is this such a? Why we have to vote this every 18 months?
The whites. That's why.
Jesus.
The whites. Is it good, Naomi?
I'm sorry. Did I do that in y'all ear?
Yes.
A little sweet tea.
Oh.
A little sweet tea.
It's just a lot. Mm-hmm. So, just make sure you get in that good trouble.
Yes. Continue to fight.
The documentary is pretty good.
Documentary was, you just telling his story. It has to be. I thought it was also juicy how they got into how him and, oh my goodness, his name is escaping me. The president of NAACP. How him and them went back to back for that seat in Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
And how the tea was, it wasn't necessarily the blacks that was on board. Like, don't get me wrong, the blacks, we love John Lewis, right? But the blacks was more with, oh my goodness, why is his name escaping me?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, the president of NAACP?
Yes.
Light-skinned guy was with him. But the difference was there were black and more white people were more for John Lewis. Because, John Lewis was definitely more holistic in his, when it came to civil rights. Not that, what's his name wasn't, but I think he was very, very focused on African Americans. And I get it, right? He came from the NAACP, right? So it's really good. but I do. I recommend y'all watch it. It's super good, and I don't think we can do any justice if you just turn on the television. You can look everything from like his SNCC work, his work in government, the House of Representatives, all the countless bills that he has passed. Like, it goes on and on. The many of times he's been arrested, the number of presidents he interacted with, like, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. So,
Julian Bond?
Yeah, Julian Bond. Yeah. I don't know why I forgot Julian Bond's name. Because that's who two were. And they're good Judies. Like, they're good friends. But I think the way in which they went about their work and presented themselves was slightly different. Same goal, though.
Right.
Yeah, so I know. It made me just reflect on elders. Even at my house when I was at my mother, now that I'm at my mother's house, she has like this big folder with, I don't know if you know, I did this with like all the obituaries we have. And I literally took earlier on Sunday and it was just going through each of the obituaries and like reading about the people, the history, like the time they were here, they weren't here, right? Remembering younger when I went to some of these funerals, I heard about these people. And like some of these people was my age now, right? Like just, I don't know, just reflecting on family, friends, and legacy. And it was just something where I know me and Nia talk about it a lot, how we got our estate in order. And, you know, I got my estate in order. We probably need to have an episode about this. Meaning I have life insurance, meaning I have beneficiaries, meaning that people closest to me know how I want to be, you know, laid to rest. But I'm like, oh, I need to get grown. And like, do I write my own obituary? Right? Like, do I write, I mean, like do I begin to write that out? And is it something that every year on my birthday, you add a different line or you tweak it or you put something different? Because some of the obituaries, you can see people, you could tell the people, put it this way, who had a part in it. And the people who did not have a part.
Yeah, because someone be like, he was an avid football player. I mean, or like, he loved football.
Or also got me reflecting on how many people mention like where they worked. Don't you dare, all the ears listening, don't you dare get no credit to where I worked in my obituary. I don't give a fuck about them place. You can mention Black Love Matters. But don't you mention Bot Store. Don't you mention Higher Ed. And don't you mention Tech. You can put she loved her work. That's going to encompass my 40 plus years. Actually, I ain't working that long. 30 plus years. I'm retiring. 30 plus years. My 30 plus years of work. She loved her work and all her peers and colleagues. That is the sentence I want about my job. One of her passions was podcasting and Black Love Matters. Then we can do that. But I ain't need to get no bot store. I'm talking about the baby shower they gave me.
Yeah.
What I'm going to talk about?
Remember
the white
that?
women cussing me out for the coupons? What I'm talking higher ed? What I'm talking about the higher ed? How they love me? How they push me aside? What I'm talking about Tech Valley, Silicon Valley? How they work me but pay me good? What the sentence going to be? And I think that's what stood out to me when I was reading some of them. How they focused on that. And I was like, oh, shit. And not that it was a bad thing, but I was like, I don't need my work to be more than one line. And I don't even want to get, like, I'm acting like I'm an influencer. I don't want to name names. I'm not giving them no fucking shout out.
Not on your last hurrah?
Why? Am I petty for that? Do you think opposite about how you feel about that?
No, because truthfully, my obituary is going to be so filled up with all my other things that they ain't going to have no room for it.
I want a sentence. She loved her work. She was curious about education, loved innovation and tech, and appreciated practicality. That hits all of them.
She appreciated practicality.
Some of the other obituaries that I really liked too were the ones that had pictures, but like not just the random pictures, but pictures that actually told a story. Like one of the obituaries I read was set up was like a time to be born, a time to learn, a time to laugh, a time to grow, a time to pass. Like, and they separated it out. Like the eulogy was like over so many pages, and after like they did a paragraph or two about each of those sections, and they literally put pictures under it. So it was like a time to be born. It was pictures of their parents, siblings, and them as a child. Right, a time to grow and learn, talked about them and their curiosity for like education and stuff like that. Again, they didn't do a lot on that, but it talked more about the friends, and pictures of friends, a time to grow. So they talked about them, their families, and their like pleasures and all that type of stuff. And then at the end, it's like a time to, I don't know if it was die or to be with the Lord. And it was like on this day at this time, they went to be with the Lord. They love the Lord and da-da-da-da. And they had a picture of like them in church, like when they were baptized or something like that. And I was like, you know, practicality. I love an index.
You do.
I love a story. Give me a narrative.
Where's your pictures of your baptism?
Baptism. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, actually, it was just your happy baptism.
Thank you. When I got in that water, listen, if he did it for me, I know he'll do it for you. That's all I got to say.
Your baptism anniversary just came up.
Because you don't want to know where I done been through and where I didn't know where I was coming from. So, but anywho, I just got to reflecting on that. Do you ever sit in, is that creepy? I think, I saw my dad was on, he kind of looked at me crazy. Do you ever go back and read obituaries?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Actually, when you did that, it made me think about some of the important obituaries that I want to keep.
You should keep all of them you go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should keep all of it. Because it's also a way to track lineage. Because even in my family, because I know I'm trying to be like Nia when I grow up, and he keeps encouraging me and Niram also to do like my family tree, because Nia actually did his like lineage, and he was like, I know how to do it, I can help you, just let me know. I've been putting it off. I don't think I'm gonna do it this summer, but I think that might be the Christmas project, because I know, especially being in Detroit in the winter, I'm definitely not COVID is gonna be happening, and it's gonna be snow. So
you might as well call people and say, who your daddy?
Basically. So I'm basically just going to go on interviews talking to everybody.
You know who your daddy is?
Because what's going on, what I'm realizing in my family on my grandfather's side, as you get closer to the 1900, like that's when you can tear, like late 1800s, early 1900s. And I'm blessed I can even go back this far, right? Because I can go back to my great grandmother's parents. So that's how far I can trace. It's a name change that happens. So that tell me some shit popped off. So I don't know, some sharecropping shit. I don't
freedom.
Or free, like something popped off where, you know, my grandfather's last name, the E goes to an A. So it's a whole lineage of family where it's EN instead of AN. Right? So it's people just don't do that because it's fun. People, is a story behind that, and I don't know what that story is.
Well, you need to have some people over.
Yeah, I think I also looked in the obituaries that my mother had, and the oldest person we had was born in 1901. So we have someone who was born, they lived till like they was like 98. So they died in like 98, I think. Is that? No, 97. So like, you know, you look at the years they were born, and it was 1901. And I'm like,
yikes.
So even if you know that 1901, I think that was my grandfather's mother's sister. Right? So that's, you can get a lot from it.
Yeah.
So I just was moved by that. And again, I should reframe that. There is no good or bad obituary. Any celebration of life is great for everyone. What I'm trying to say, it makes me reflect and make sure you got to have, no matter how old, how young you are, you got to have your house in order.
So it just makes you want to write your own.
Write my own. It's scary, but I think I'm still going to do it. I think that's the humanity in me. I think that's my ego saying if you don't write it, it won't happen. But that's just bullshit.
It is.
It is. I'm just being honest with y'all. It's something about, oh my goodness, like, I know I'm going to be an emotional mess. Like, I probably need to just be at the house alone when I do it so I won't fall to pieces.
Because please believe you go before me, Nia, and Difa, all of us going to be writing and rewriting that shit.
Oh, okay. I don't need all them edits. First of all, I don't need nobody in there doing edits.
We're going to have all those edits.
Now, it can be long, though. Now, I agree. I don't think eulogies I don't think the little obituary thing be long enough. Mine's at least going to be 2-3 pages. It's going to be at least 3-4 pages of pictures, too.
I'm going to make sure we talk about softball.
So put the money in the obituary. I don't think people invest enough in the obituary because that's what you're supposed to keep.
You know what? You're right.
Invest in the obituary. You can give me the car. And I don't like a carnation. But I'd rather, if you got to choose between a rose and a nice obituary, get the nice obituary and give me some carnations. But hopefully I have my house in order. All that's prepaid. I'm not even sure I want to be buried.
Well, you already know. I want to be made into diamonds. I want motherfuckers to wear it. And the only way they'll be able to get their inheritance or they
what the fuck type of old white treasure map are you doing? This sounds like an old white rich man.
The only
way you get my money is if you walk backwards 3 times. And
it's if you wear it.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Niram is so intense. You want to be made into a diamond.
Yes.
How we supposed to? Okay, I'll wear it. Like, I know I'm pushing up a big fight, But what the hell I'm supposed to? Now I got to create something in my will to pass you on. Or do I just get buried? You just get buried with me. You just come with me. If I get buried, I get cremated. I'm just supposed to keep it on.
Yeah.
And you just put it in my urn. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I worry about, like not being buried. It's like, who gonna keep up with me?
Oh, baby, we're gonna put you in the river or the ocean.
No, you not.
Yeah, we are.
No. I don't want to be put in the river now.
What you gonna put you in the ocean? I don't
want to be put in the ocean now. It's a live form.
Or we'll like go like skydiving and we'll just like
what?
sprinkle it over.
You are saying things I'm not interested in. Alive.
So we supposed to keep somebody gonna be like, who the hell we supposed to do with Auntie Nyambi?
What do people do? Just throw them away?
Eventually.
Jesus.
Or they bury it with
somebody. Or you get like a mausoleum or something and keep. But that's still what you do with it.
That's why I'd rather be made into diamonds.
What you gonna do with that damn diamond? You gonna end up in a swap meet.
Hey.
Oh my God. It's a little cloudy, but it's cute. It's a cute design. It's a little cloudy though. All right, let me get off this talk. I'm sorry, was your check-in? Was this my check-in?
We're moving to pillow talk.
Let's just do pillow talk. Let's just do our travel to Detroit, Nero. Just set us up through the airport, walk folk through it. Like, how was the whole thing?
All right. Picture this.
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. First of all, can we talk about how quickly time goes?
It goes fast.
Very fast.
Silicon Valley. 9 a.m. Alarm goes up. Beep, beep, beep.
What the?
We have 2 suitcases apiece.
Yep.
And a Mabel backpack.
With her head peeking out.
With her head peeking out. Nyambi was already pre-warned me the night before because she was looking at car services on whether or not we should take a car service or whether or not we should get a Uber. And I'm like, Nyambi, I'm not paying $150 for a car service. And yeah, I know you can buy it your own self, but since I'm a charge to transportation, we're just going to get this Uber XL for half the price.
Okay.
I made the appointment. They came. We run on down with 4 suitcases and Mabel on Nyambi's back. We get in there. Get on the flight, get to the airport. Everything's going pretty good.
Yep.
They checking temperatures. We got masks on. So let me tell you how we roll.
How you roll?
We had an N95 on. That was the first layer. And then we had a medical mask over the top of the N95.
Yeah.
That's the second layer.
Just to get that 1%.
And then we had a face shield on.
The clear one, y'all.
The clear face shield that the doctors
like
doing.
The splatter ones.
So just in case somebody spit, splatter, or whatever, we extra protected.
Yep.
We get in there.
And I'm covered up from my throat to my feet.
Throat to the feet. We got gloves on. We got
a jacket.
We got throwaway clothes.
Yep.
Got Mabel on Nyambi's back.
Yep.
We get there early enough because we don't know how it's going to be. So we got there 2 hours early.
Yep.
Get there. Now we just sitting there.
The hardest part.
We sitting there. Our plane not even there yet.
We there.
We there. So it's like, do we even sit by the gate? Nope, we ain't going to sit by the gate. Too many people congregate. So we sit somewhere else. Far, far away from people.
Yes.
But we can people watch.
Yes.
They call our gate. Bing.
Nero is good night, Moon.
Bing. They call us.
Yes.
We hop on that Delta flight. And actually thinking about, like, we got some strategy to do next time.
Yeah.
But I think we can make it roll. So we hop on that flight. Boom. We in there. Delta is off the hook.
Off the hook.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
A, they lowered the plane from back to front.
And it smelled like pine saw and bleach.
I haven't got there yet.
Oh, sorry.
So they load the plane from back to front. While they load the plane, they hand you little hand sanitizer wipes
to clean down all your shit.
And if you can't smell anything through the mask, because I couldn't, but Nyambi, it's like it smelled like pine saw and bleach there. So it smelled like pine saw and bleach. They give you your snacks. Because you're still going to get snacks.
No.
They give you snacks pre-packaged in your own little Ziploc bag with hand sanitizer, little wipes in there too, so you can wipe it on down. Every 15 minutes, they was wiping down that bathroom.
Yep. Oh, that's what they were doing?
Yes.
Oh, I was wondering why I thought they had this bubble guts. They keep going in that bathroom.
They kept wiping down that bathroom.
Gotcha. Because I see them like cut people off.
They was wiping down that bathroom.
Come on, Delta.
We had Mabel off that
CBD.
Off that gabapentin and that CBD.
Yep.
So she was loopy, but she was feeling good, feeling great.
She was a little bad. She jumped in my. You think I just be edging her on?
Yes, because you spoil her.
Maybe I ain't spoiled.
See, that's how you know she's spoiled.
Okay, cool. Well, go ahead. Tell the story like it's supposed to be told.
She's spoiled. Mm-hmm. And the thing with Nyambi, because me and Mabel acts different with me than she do with Nyambi. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, Mabel know that I'm the disciplinarian. So she always rolled towards Nyambi first. And Nyambi gives her way.
No.
Because I was like, I'll just have Mabel. No. So sometimes Nyambi had trying to get some snacks. She got gloves on. She got hand sanitizer finally. Neil, can you hold Mabel? So I hold Mabel. I'm sleeping. Mm-hmm. Mabel still fighting and tossing and turning. I'm just rolling with it. Yeah. And it's like, you just seem like you're uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm good. Yeah. Because she's just going to toss and turn, and I just readjust, and I fall asleep, and I go with it, and everything goes. Mm-hmm. So we get off the plane. Are you missing anything there?
No, Mabel bad. But I will say, y'all, the airport and the travel to the Uber weren't bad. The hardest part was actually physically waiting at the airport.
Yes.
That was the hardest part, like finding somewhere to social distance from people who are getting on your plane, people who are walking through the airport, and people who are getting off the plane.
Yes.
But going through security, that's cool. They literally only let one family at a time go through security, and each time they wipe down a conveyor belt that you go through. So that was not the problem at all. It literally was waiting. And once you got on the plane and you sit your ass down, you kind of good.
Yeah, because you locked in.
And we were at Delta. They still got that middle seat open. Mm-hmm. So it's still space too. You know, we ain't ride the economy. We ride maybe step up from economy. Because I couldn't risk it. Because I thought that somebody was going to sit in that middle seat and I couldn't take it.
Like in United. Mm-hmm. So we get off.
But DTW though.
We get off.
The club.
We get off the plane. We in Detroit. Mm-hmm. Woo! We still can't take off this mask. So this mask has been on.
This is hour 5 or 6?
Yeah, I would say hour 8.
Because we literally did it before we left the house.
Because we put the mask on and we didn't take it off until we got where?
Outside.
Yes. And it was hot as hell.
Outside in my parents' house. Yes. I think in the car we still had them on, didn't we? Because we didn't want to get them.
Right.
We literally made it to my parents' house, and as soon as we we were in the driveway, we told them to go in the house, and we literally just took our masks off so we could breathe. Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead now.
So we get off the plane. Mm-hmm. You know how you go through the little walkway. You come through. Lights bright. You know, go from dark to light. You think you're in the promised land.
I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you for getting us here safe.
Here I am. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I said, what the fuck?
The airport was jumping.
DTW was on fucking jam.
We was looking strange.
There were so many people in all the lines. People trying to get Chick-fil-A's, McDonald's, Coney Islands, Buddy's Pizzas.
They was at the bars. You don't eat at the airport. I'm not eating at the airport.
The bars was full like nobody was social distancing. And we looking like, what the hell is going on?
We come off the plane fully garbed.
Yes.
So people was asking us where our shields were. You thought we had the new Gucci.
Right. Where y'all get those shields from? Amazon.
It took about a month.
It surely did.
But if you put it in, it'll come.
It did, and it came.
Yep.
So we like, oh, hell no. What the hell is this? Yep. Because niggas was out in line. They was not social
did they have their mask on?
No. How you going to have a mask on and eat? Or drink your beer?
That's true.
So it's just a lot going on.
And here we come. Suited and booted.
And then, you know, it's already hot in Detroit, so it's humid as fuck.
90 degrees.
So we sweating. Mabel and then got unhigh. Yeah. So now she a little antsy. Yep. We got these damn masks on and the face shields. Yep. So we ain't got no AC. So now the face shields and got hot because now you blowing that hot ass air right into your face.
Yep. Mabel don't know where we at. Mm-mm. She off the ground. She trying to make a jump for it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Then we get to our suitcases. Yep. And we hop in your dead girl. Mm-hmm. And then we we got home and we just stripped outside and just
not outside,
but like no.
Basically though, we took like our suitcases to the porch and got the clothes, and we took turns going to the bag, and we literally left a plastic bag in the bathroom and put all the clothes in a plastic bag. It was a trip. Mm-hmm. How did you feel though when we finally took that shower? Was it a sense of relief?
Yes, because I was sweaty, I was hot.
It was a sense of relief, though, wasn't it?
It was.
How does COVID feel out here? And then, like, we also, low-key, high-key, though, with the COVID tested in Michigan, I don't know if we just got lucky, because we waited, a couple days, because we didn't want to get,
we did next day.
Next day, yeah. So we waited the next day, and we got a COVID test, and we were able to get the antibody test. And we waited in line for about 45 minutes.
Yep.
And then we got our results. Well, I got my results within 48 hours. I don't know if Niram still ain't got his.
I still ain't got my results.
He don't have to call. I'm assuming it mine, but I was impressed on how quickly it moved. How do you feel about just the overall COVID energy in Michigan, though, or just people or being around? Like, what do you think?
It's a lot different, and I would say this is where space matters.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is where, like, you know how there was like a regentrification to the city areas, and I think with COVID, a lot of people are going back to the suburbs,
The rural
areas. Like the rural the better, the more space the better, because it's like, why be on top of each other, pay all that money to be locked in on top of each other and like risk getting COVID, right? So I think with Michigan, inherently, most places are already spread out.
Yep.
Like most places, even like the old school Detroit houses, got a backyard, got a front yard, it's all gate in.
You all right?
Yeah. So like inherently, Michigan's already spread out. It's not like a public transportation friendly type of city or state like the Metro Detroit area.
Yeah.
It's not that friendly public transportation. So everybody got their own car. Everybody got a backyard, garage, driveway for the most part, generally speaking. So like,
or at least a courtyard, like something. Yeah.
So like everything was just a lot spread out and a lot more lax versus in Silicon Valley where everybody is on top of each other.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that's the like gift and a curse. The other thing is that, you know, with that being said, it put us on alert a lot more because it's like, you know, even going to Trader Joe's out here, and just imagining like, oh, like look how these stores and restaurants are far apart from each other.
Yeah.
Versus like the little mini mart where Trader Joe's is at,
where we live
in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
So I think all of that was just interesting. Even the, you know, COVID testing, right? It went very fast.
It did.
For the most part. It was a well-oiled machine. And I recommend everybody go get COVID tested.
And antibody testing.
And
multiple times.
Yeah.
Because we definitely probably going to get it. I was assuming another week or two.
Yeah.
Just to get tested since we're here and all that type of stuff.
Especially me, because, you know, I'm going back and forth. Like I'm seeing more family members, like my mom.
Yeah, you seeing more people.
My sister, nieces and nephews, and things of that sort.
Yeah.
Because like I ain't seen them in a while. So, you know, that was definitely a thing. Like the COVID test, it's intense though.
Niram got mad at me because the lady was like, "What test you want?" I was like, "Oh, you have antibodies?" They was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, we'll take both." Niram was like, "Do the antibody include blood?" I was like, "Well, how else are you gonna
That's some bullshit.
test the antibodies in your blood? You need to get blood." But they weren't playing.
They was on it.
The blood. I mean, if you're nervous of needles, just hold your breath and you'll get through it. But that COVID test in the nose, again, doable. Do it. This is not Yan B saying I don't give a damn. Go up there and do it. Honestly, everyone need to get tested at least once. Right? Honestly, it should be a monthly thing. Even if you're just at home, just to make sure you're not asymptomatic, all that type of stuff. But it's just like a flu test, right? When they put the swipe in there. But the only thing I would say with the COVID is like, once you think they there,
they go a little bit further.
Then they go 1 inch further. And you be like, oh, shit, this is disrespectful. Like, is you coming in my throat? Why didn't you start in my throat?
Yeah.
This is me. Why didn't you start in my throat?
To the point, I started to gag a little bit.
Nero was so dramatic. I told folks it's not gaggy for me. It's one teardrop fall. It made my eyes water.
Well, I can't help you. You ain't got no gag reflex.
Oh, I know this nigga lying. I know you ain't come all the way to Detroit on the first episode of Black Love Matters trying to get spicy.
Nigga.
Just one tear fell for me.
I was gagging.
I said,
God damn.
These nurses been here all day. Keep it together.
Shit. How the hell am I supposed to keep it together?
I had to yell at I ain't the one to be yelling people on blast. I had to tell them to get that shit together. These nurses done did hundreds of tests, and here come Niram, old grown, big grown self.
Why are you trying to shame me?
Talking about, I said, nigga, pull it together.
See, that's the thing. How you gonna tell me, black woman, how to react to something being stuck up my nose? You had a tear, nigga. I gagged.
I had one single tear, like Denzel in Glory. And they were like, "You okay?" I was like, She was like, "You did good." I was like, "Thanks." It was literally a single tear, but worth all of it to do it. And I recommend y'all go. Literally, if you type in COVID testing, you could do it. But also be aware of those scams. If people are sending you text messages and telling you to send your information because you be in contact for someone, that ain't real.
No.
you need to go to a credible resource and do it. I always say start at the CDC. Speaking of the fucking COVID, did you see that some of that sanitizer was recalled?
Yes. What the fuck?
Child, have mercy. Y'all go to FDA and type in recall sanitizer and see that bullshit. What, they got on some wood thinner? What they giving us?
Yeah, they gave us wood alcohol. I knew it smelled weird.
What, shit, did we have any?
No.
Okay, what you mean? Wait a minute. But no, they killing people. We're not just talking about a skin irritation.
That
people
new alcohol that they're using, it smells weird. It smells like vodka to me.
It probably is. It's vodka with some gelatin in it. Mm-hmm. It's a mess. Also, being in Detroit, what you miss? How you feel about the food since we've been back? Shout out to Shrama.
Obesity is real.
Shout out to Shrama. Shout out to Werner. Shout out to Coney Dogs. Shout out to barbecue. Shout out to all those things.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to White Castle. Mm-hmm. I hate to admit I still like a White Castle. Now, don't get me wrong. You can't have no motherfuckers in bulk.
No.
But a 2 to 3 White Castle burger in moderation, I ain't gonna lie. I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. The question I asked is we was riding down the street. Who the hell is keeping Long John Silver in business?
I don't know. But when I was on the east side of Detroit, there was 2 Long John Silvers and both of the bad boys' lines was wrapped.
You know what I told Nero I really want? I think we're probably gonna get it this weekend. And this how I'm still in California, mind frame. My parents teased me. They was like, why you have to wait till the weekend to go out to eat? I was like, oh, because during the week we an oil machine. Like we cook dinner. Mm-hmm. We say the weekend for special occasions. I want a big old corned beef sandwich on the onion roll with coleslaw, Russian dressing, with Swiss and American cheese.
Oh, you want a humdinger?
Warm. Or grilled, I should say. Mm-hmm. That is what I want. And I think once I do that, I have hit all my Detroit
staples.
Yeah, my staples, and I can be easy. Yeah. I can go back to tofu, salad, my Trader Joe instant meals.
You done had the Coney Dogs. You done had the Detroit style pizza.
Oh my God! Shout out to Buddies. Shout out to Jet's Pizza. Shout out to that ranch dressing. Shout out to ranch dressing in Michigan.
You done had some barbecue.
Well, I'm gonna have plenty of barbecue.
You done had multiple fish fries.
I've not had so much catfish in the 2-week stints in my whole 2 years in California. What about you?
I love it.
How many times you done ate catfish at least once a week?
Yes.
And good ass catfish.
Mm-hmm.
Catfish last night was bomb.
It was.
Oh my God.
It's better than California. I can tell you that.
Child. Don't even get me going. But the food sending me. Mm-hmm. But you know what ain't sending me?
What?
The motherfucking mosquitoes. Me and Niram got at least me and Niram got at least 50 mosquito bites on us.
I am not happy or pleased with this shit.
Niram, tell them about how they done ate us raw.
First night. Oh, y'all want to come outside, sit on the deck?
By the fire.
By the fire. So you know this is a Midwest shit. Because A, in California, you ain't got no deck. Or B, you ain't got no fire because you start forest fires.
Exactly, because that season about to kick up any moment.
Mm-hmm. So y'all want to sit up on the deck with the fire? Yeah. Meanwhile, we sit on there in the fire, the smoke blowing all in our faces. Mm-hmm. We coughing, Mabel coughing.
Mabel scared. Shit. What you talking about, Mabel coughing?
Mabel scared of the fire and shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, let's bring out the real fire. We sit around that, mosquitoes tearing us ass up. All you hear is,
yeah. Oh, they savage. I said I can't take it no more. I'm raw.
I go in the house. I got about 15. So that's like, let's do it again. I go out there the next day. I put on a jacket and sweatpants, socks and shoes. I still got a mosquito bite on my foot. I don't know how they went through the shoe.
I was going to say on my ankle and on top of my hands. I ain't never got mosquito bites on my hands.
And then since it's like, oh, you going to wear long sleeves? We got your fucking hands then, nigga. I got at least 5 mosquito bites.
On top of my hands.
Per hand.
I had to. Y'all remember I went to Asia. I got some of that Asian bud spray. Because y'all know I went out to I don't even know I shared what country I went to, but I went to a country that got real dengue fever. Mm-hmm. And so they gave us these special wipes and I didn't get one mosquito bite. I said, I went over there where dengue fever is rampant and get one bite. I come to Detroit, I got 20. What the hell is going on here? I was like, the West Nile must have originated here. How's it been working distantly for you now?
I kind of actually like the working East Coast hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like I'm ahead of the game. And I say that because, I can wake up, I can dick around. And what I mean by that is, I can get up around about 8, go for a run, eat some breakfast, be like 9, 10 o'clock, maybe take a long shower, start working about 11, and like they ain't woke up on California yet. Ain't got an email. So by the time I get to like lunchtime about 1, like I get my first email.
Yeah.
And then like I'm off at 5. And it's like they just getting started. And I just send them my notes. I'm done.
Blessed.
See y'all tomorrow.
And then you can take their feedback, get all their emails out to them before they even wake up.
Right.
Oh, so you got a nice cadence going. Me too. I think mine's going decent too. I think I just had to be careful because I have some meetings that take place in Europe, in Asia, and making sure those days don't overlap. So for a few days, it felt like I was working doubles. Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I was working East Coast time and West Coast time. Like I feel like I was literally working from like 9 a.m. East Coast time or 9, 10 a.m. East Coast time to like, when was the latest I stayed up?
Midnight.
Yeah, I was working at midnight one night, and it was just a lot. So I need to just be, no, I was talking about that before I even came out there, like just better with my boundaries at work. But I'm trying to go for this promo real quick. See if I can slide me a promo in during COVID to see what's going on. But I don't know, y'all. That's been our time in Detroit. I've enjoyed it. What other thoughts and reflections you have? How was it being back closer with, family? I think I won't share too much about my parents because I'm sure they're going to be on the podcast and they'll be the subject of each week.
Right.
So do you want to talk about how it is being back with closer to your family and friends?
I think it was, like I was telling Naomi, it's definitely a good time for me. Because COVID is going on. A lot of people are dying, dropping like flies. And I think during this time, if any other time to like be closer to family is now, right? So the fact that I can do that, one of my childhood friends is having a baby soon. So like, I might be there for the birth of that.
Yeah.
And just catching up with like family and friends. Like my nephew just graduated from high school and, talking with him and having like mentorship moments or even just reconnecting with my sister, right? Because me and my sister are 30 years apart. Yeah. So like just even having.
We're not 30 years apart.
We are.
Your sister is not in her 60s.
Was she approaching 60?
Nigga, that's a bit different. Y'all are 20 years apart.
25 years apart. 28.
Oh, I'm going to tell your sister, listen to this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But even like having grown up talk with her, because like I think for a long time, like she's seen me as like one of the kids because like her older son and me are 18 months apart. Versus now, like I can have these grown up conversations, right? Or like even some of the life experiences that we experienced, that she's like on there. She's like, oh, I would love to have a talk with you and Naomi about like buying a house. Like I went through the seminar, I've been reading this stuff, but y'all went ahead, y'all bought a house and sold a house. Like tell me the experience. I want to have that type of stuff, right? Yeah. And be able to like talk about that, right? Oh, like you're first time home buyer. Like you should look for
get that FAH. Yeah. Put that 3% down.
Have those type of things, right?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, like are you looking for a fixer upper or a move-in ready? Or like, maybe you should look at like home warranties. So like those type of conversations or grown up conversations we can have, and it be presently plus. I think the other things that since my mom was getting older. She wants to spend more time, but I think, and it's one of the things I talked to my therapist about, like trying to figure out like how to reconnect and build that relationships. Because like, she's 70 plus, and I'm in my 30s, and B, because I've been away from home for so long that
we've been away
it's just hard to like really have
almost 10 years.
Yeah. Like have a meaningful conversation other than like, oh, what you been up to, or like how's church going and things of that sort. So I think. That's
a muscle.
That's a disconnect, especially with now. Like, ain't no church, ain't no really going around the store. So it's like I'm at the crib. So trying to come up with conversations to have with my mother, is very hard for me right now.
Really?
Yeah, but I think like catching up with friends and family.
And both of y'all ain't the most talkative, so that that plays into it too. Good.
Yeah, because me, I'd rather just ask a question and let somebody talk. But if both of us get one word answers, I was like, well, guess I'll see you later.
Oh my gosh. Is that why y'all want me around?
Yeah, we need a talker.
Do I be the talker?
That's why I'm with you, because you talk.
What you mean?
Because I can't be around somebody who don't talk.
How you gonna say that you don't talk?
That's what I'm saying. I can't be around somebody else who don't talk.
Both of y'all just strange in the corner.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Looking at each other.
I know what you're so uncomfortable with silence.
First of all,
you are.
Second, strike two. First, no gag reflex. Second, I'm not uncomfortable with silence. I just have shit to say, which is why I'm writing my whole obituary.
All the time?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Got a lot of thoughts.
Okay.
I'll let you know I hit the point where I'm saturated.
Okay.
I ain't hit it yet.
What about you? So what's going on?
Nothing. Like I said, just being with my parents. I think we're in the honeymoon stage. I'm sure to hit the fan. Y'all hear it. I'm sure they'll be on the podcast. You know, it's different. My mom works from home. My dad's actually furloughed. So we like in the house. 24/7, 360. Yeah. What's the good buffer between my family is Mabel.
Yeah, absolutely. So everybody loves Mabel.
Mabel makes everyone happy. Like when we ready to cuss each other out, Mabel will do something cute, like throw her ball in the air. And we'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's a good buffer. Like when you're not around, just Mabel.
Yeah.
That's why they took her with me.
What?
When I visit my family.
Was she a buffer when she went with your family?
Yes, because I was like, let's go walk Mabel. Yeah. Like, normally we wouldn't just go outside for a walk. But I was like, maybe we need to be walked. Like, you want to go for a walk with us? Yeah. Yeah, I'll walk with Mabel.
Not you.
Yeah.
Not you, but
don't want to walk with me, but you'll walk with Mabel. Or like, Mabel wants to go play. Like, it's, we usually go play fetch around this time. All right, let's go for a ride and find a place to go play fetch for Mabel.
Yeah.
So like, okay.
That's so funny. So I think that's it. Mabel's been spoiled though. Maybe that's a check-in we need to do instead of my parents. How has Mabel been thriving in Michigan?
Mabel has been thriving. Since your dad is furloughed, she get about at least at minimum 3 walks a day.
Yeah, because he do at least 3 walks a day.
So Mabel get a morning walk
with me.
With Nyambi. Yeah. And then sometimes a lunchtime walk because right after you come in, your dad be like, you want me to take out Mabel? It's like, we just took her out. I was like, I'll take her again. So then she get another walk. And then sometimes, depending on your mom here or like what's going on, she'll get like a midday lunchtime walk. Yeah. And then sometimes your parents go on like an evening walk. Yeah. She'll get that walk too.
Yeah, then the night walk.
And then she'll get a night walk. So on some days, she'll get like 6 times.
She'll get like 6 miles in.
Mabel will get like outside 6 times. Yeah. So on average, she gets anywhere between 3 to 6 times outside. Yeah,
and she loves it.
And she loves every single bit of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, which is good for all of us too. And we better suck it in because I don't know how it's gonna be in the winter. It's gonna be just me, you, and Mabel. My parents gonna be like, "Ooh, Mabel, ooh, we play ball in the house." Ooh, they're gonna be them. Let's go in the basement, play ball in the basement.
Cold.
It's so cold in the D. So when they say they want to take her out, I just let her because I know in the winter that's gonna be all us.
Yeah. And I think the other thing is like really toying with the idea of like what would life look like if we did come back here. Deep sigh from Naomi. Mm-hmm. And I think I think it's an interesting conversation, especially with COVID going on, especially with some of your people making moves.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have folks on my team who have uplifted their whole life, bought homes. And thriving. And said, well, whenever our company say we got to be back, I'll be that. And not only when they say they be back, when we got to be back consistently. Right. They was like, if I just got to buy a plane ticket once a month, cool.
I'll do it.
They say even a couple times a month, it's still going to be worth it. Yeah. Because the money they saving.
So I just think about that, right? Like what life look like, especially with this COVID. Because I keep going back to this. Spanish flu lasted, about 3 years? Mm-hmm. So like, we're not even a full year into COVID, and we're still, I would say, in the first curve. Yep. So, like, if this continue to go on, I even say even if we get a new president, like, it's still going to go on because
even when you get a vaccine, because how do you do it? You can't even get tested appropriately. Right. Let alone a vaccine. And that's if the vaccine work for everyone. It's going to have effects and all that type of stuff.
So, I would say this is probably another 3 years. So, yeah, like, I think now, I would say now's the time to make that move. If you plan on moving or doing trying something new, try it out now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we'll keep y'all updated on that journey though. Mm-hmm. More so, Naren will.
Because Naomi's not really interested.
I'm not. I don't feel like I'm done with California yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay.
Would you rather still be in California during all that stuff?
Damn, you're not gonna get me off my square.
No, I'm just asking a question.
I mean, ask me in December. I probably answer is yes. When it's -40 in an ice storm.
Okay.
I am rather be in.
So you rather be shut down again? Because, California on the verge of being shut down. I'm glad we got out when we did.
I stay in the house anyway.
Okay.
All right. That's enough travel to Michigan talk.
No, but I just want one more thing. Like, because I think it's a lot more scarier when.
Strike 3.
Hey, okay. Okay. We were playing baseball?
It was opening day for the Tigers.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But I would say I think it was more scarier when it was shut down. Like, I just feel like the air of caution and, like, the air of, like, oh, shit, I don't want to leave the house is a lot scarier when it's shut down than when it's not, as well as like the level of pandemonia. So like niggas was buying up toilet paper, hand sanitizer. Shit, we still ain't buy no damn Lysol.
I remember I got that one can.
So like,
yeah,
I'd rather be someplace where they might be on the verge of it, but they never happen, versus like a place is like, oh, we shouldn't.
That's number one in America.
Yeah. Oh, we shouldn't.
In the world, actually. So if America's number one in the world, and it's number one in America. So that's the number one hotbed for COVID in the world. It's California, between LA and Northern California.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
And we were living there.
Yeah.
That's don't we say shit go? Well, shit, what's about to happen in Detroit, honey?
I don't know.
Child, last thing about Detroit. Detroit news give me joy. I watch the Detroit news every day. Y'all see, somebody sent me that Nyambe wears a bomb in Galilee. There's a bomb. It's supposed to be BALM, but it's BOMB. And it turned out that was happening in Detroit. What was this thinking?
Oh my God.
What the Angela Bassett and What Love Got to Do with it when she tried to blow up that car and it blew her back?
When that came on the Detroit news, and I was like, oh shit, that happened here?
What was sis thinking? Did we describe it? So she was trying to blow up or set a fire her, I'm assuming an ex-car and clothes. You know, Angela Bassett. Think Angela Bassett waiting to exhale when the cops came. Was like, ma'am, do you realize something on fire in the lawn? She said it is trash. That's what she tried to do, but in a fucking apartment complex with what was it? What's it like? What rechargeable lighter? You ain't supposed to be that close, sis. She got charged for arson.
Yeah.
All them cameras. All right. So this episode was just y'all updating on our travels to Detroit, letting you know we okay, we back in the groove. But before we log off, y'all know it's a couple shows we gotta let you know about. So in addition to Love on the Spectrum, have y'all seen P-Valley?
Y'all need to watch this show.
Tell them to run down about P-Valley, about P-Valley, aka Pussy Valley, on Stars. It's on episode 3 or 4. Y'all need to go watch P-fucking-Valley. What I think the showrunner is Katori. Katori ain't no Shonda. Katori ain't no Issa. Katori ain't none of these other women out. They ain't no Lena. When I tell you P-Valley is raw, I'm going to give you one sentence. It is about Mississippi strip club culture and just being black in the Delta. And when I tell you her visuals are so raw, her dialogue is so raw, I thought this was Nerum Cousins, who down in Mississippi. And y'all, guess who else on there? Remember Isaiah Washington? That they got his black ass out of Grey's Anatomy because his ass was talking crazy.
He back.
He done forgave. He done made up with the LGBTQ community. And he done put on a couple pounds. He done got a gold teethus. Wearing summer white. You know, I like to call it Mississippi white. You know when they be trying to be on that white, but that red clay get on it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a little dingy.
It's called Mississippi white. But I'm sorry, go ahead and talk about. But Katori. Then I love how she did an interview. She was like, this was different for me because I usually don't tell stories about people. I tell stories about places. And soon as she said that, it hit. Because when even the intro, when they got that cowboy walking down the street, the red clay, you can smell the swamp. You can see the pecans. You can smell the catfish. You can all the things. I can think how the pink smells. Yes, that's the name of the strip club. The Pink. The Pank.
The Pank.
It ain't pink. It's the Pank. P-Y-N-K. Pank. Go now.
No, you might as well finish.
No, I'm done.
Because you didn't gave it all away.
Well, no, keep going. Well, what else you gonna add?
You didn't gave it all away.
I ain't.
Oh, now you talking
like that?
I
done went to the Pank.
You went to the Pank. So as Naomi said, it's definitely Mississippi stripper culture.
Strip club. But it's not only that. Like, that's the setting. That's the backdrop.
But it is definitely it's a vibe. I think this is definitely a plus for Stars, especially with Power going off and
about to come back on.
But it's good. I think y'all should watch it.
Little Ghost ain't gonna be able to carry Power.
No, but y'all should watch it because it's ran by a black showrunner, and it's primarily black cast.
Yes,
and it's like telling like real life true stories.
Yeah,
within like this strip club culture.
Yes,
and like other things going on, but it's bomb. And I think the thing is, it's not getting as much promotion.
It's not.
And I was looking at its ratings, like it ain't even got millions of views yet.
How y'all need to go watch P-fucking-Valleys.
And the interesting part is this is supposed to be a play
that
she sold as a TV show. Like as I was reading, like it was a play that she was gonna make this, and then like as she was talking to somebody, they was like, "Oh, this is a TV show," and then they sold it to Stars as a TV show.
Yeah,
and it's very good. It is off the hook. And I think the other thing is that the performance part of it. I think that's what I like most about strip clubs.
Dumb stripper. It shows the athleticism. We ain't just talking about cute tip, throw it back at me. Mm-mm. We ain't talking about little booty pop.
No.
In little skimpy outfits, maybe show a titty here and there.
No.
We are talking about bitches who crawl to the ceiling, clap their heels, go upside down, come at full speed of lightning to the ground, 1 inch before they hit the ground, hit the fucking splits.
God damn it.
Muscles, arms looking like Michelle Obama, clavicles, core body, holding other bitches up, routines. Why not sweat?
Yeah.
And clear sits and chills.
Exactly. True. That's what I like most about the strip club. It's the performative aspect of it.
Oh, yeah. This is not no play, rinky-dink, champagne room type shit. Don't get me wrong. They got a little champagne paradise room, but that's the afterthought. These women are performing.
Mm-hmm. Like, look at these ratings. This ain't millions of views.
200,000. Oh, y'all got to watch
Y'all
this.
got to watch P-Value because if not, they're going to take this shit off.
They're going to take it off.
But the thing is, they ain't giving no pubbing.
It's called Katori Hall is the showrunner.
They need more because, like, they Rotten Tomatoes like 100.
It's so good.
It's certified rotten, and niggas ain't watching this shit.
Maybe we should make this episode Go Watch P-Valley.
Something.
Go watch P-Valley.
Because it's dope.
I agree.
It's dope.
I don't even want to get away storyline. You got one, the names of the girls, of course, Mercedes, Autumn Night. Mm-hmm. You got girls. You got Gidget. You got a madam on there who is serving black LGBTQ realness. You got a sis who's a transplant from Katrina. Sis is having some flashbacks. Like, it is just, we dealing with PTSD. We dealing with the church. How do we miss the church? One of the strippers or one of the performers is funding the church, but the church is being funny. She funding the church through her mama who trying to come up in game, and the church is saying, stay in your place, woman. Oh, it is beautifully done, beautifully written. It's on Stars. It's called P-Fucking-Valley, a.k.a. Pussy Valley. Why not watch Pussy Valley?
It's amazing.
Go watch P-Valley.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Cool. What else we got? Oh, The Chi.
Do I need to play Love Bath again?
Yeah, do it for Grandma. Nerum, could you play Love Bath for Grandma passing?
Grandma.
Well, y'all know Grandma done passed.
Grandma done got them out of there.
What I'm gonna bring to the fume, since she used to own the club, I think I'm gonna just bring a picture of Long Island.
Oh.
In honor. In a pound of lemon pepper wings.
Ooh,
wet.
I'm gonna bring some Hawaiian rolls.
Why you bringing Hawaiian?
Because I feel like they need to have that there.
Always. That's Neron backup for everything.
Hawaiian rolls. And I'm gonna bring some catfish.
Oh my God. Is it already cooked or are you just gonna bring catfish in the bag?
I'm gonna bring catfish in the bag. Hopefully they got a fryer in the back.
Did you say hopefully they got fryer, flour, and seasoning? And oil.
Yes, in the bag.
Talking about I just brewing this from the creek. Chi, I know we behind on the Chi. The Chi is good too. Keisha's still living, y'all.
She alive.
Who's that crazy motherfucker that got her though?
That dude has showed up twice in the TV show. You remember that one time where Kevin and Jake was getting in a fight or getting an argument with those two niggas at the pizza shop?
Oh, that was him.
And the dude that tipped him and was like, put the money in cash. That was him.
That's creepy. I didn't even connect that.
And then the other time was when Emmett was passing out flyers, and there was a guy that was running by, and Emmett was like, "Excuse me, sir, are you seeing this girl?"
And he's like,
"No, I ain't seen her." He handed her flyer.
And then he was like, "Can you look at it?"
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, "No." Wait, wasn't Emmett right in front of the house?
Yes.
Where Keisha was even at?
Yes.
Oh my God, get out of here, Lena.
Yes.
It's hard. It's a hard one. So she's still alive. She tried to make a run for it. I don't know why she went out and just fell.
I don't know.
Especially with her being a track star.
I thought her ass was going to get up out of there.
I thought she was going to get up out of there, and then the second half of the season was going to be us catching this case on him. And tearing this nigga to the ground. I thought it was going to get a little bit of happy ending. I still got some hope, though. Because y'all seen, spoiler alert, Ronnie done came to the house. I'm hoping he got sense, though. This him. All you hear is, help me. This Ronnie. Did you hear that? He was about to knock his ass upside the fucking head. Then he was like, oh, nothing. And then he just went and took his grandma out to eat at her old club. But I was like, Ronnie, is somebody missing?
Maybe he planning something.
And not even just Keisha. Obviously, it's a few black young children who are missing. So if anybody's screaming in the house, even if it's not kids, maybe he whooping up on somebody up in there. Don't you see something? So I'm hope something come back full circle to this.
Yeah, so he has been in contact with multiple people there. But they say like most offenders do come back to the scene or try to
or live
themselves
within the community and send chills. But it's a story that need to be told, and I'm appreciative of Lena for that. Can we talk about my favorite character, Doodah and Candy?
Go ahead.
I'm here for Doodah. All things Doodah and all things Crazy Mamas. They pulled that straight out of Empire storyline. Mm-hmm. This got to be Lucius and his mama. Doodah mama got on the damn Fox News at 10 and was like, that nigga crazy. I won't vote for him. I'm his mama. I'm voting for the bitch over here. And then Candy's like, we got to prove this bitch wrong. Doodah, we just gonna ignore her. Here come Candy. She know what street what's it, what y'all call him? A gutter snipe when she see one. Mm-hmm. And she was able to buy her off. But what do we think? Well, okay, Doodah. Is Doodah finally turning a corner? Is he trying to be Ghost?
It looked like it.
Is Doodah trying to say, I don't want to sell slang dope no more. I just want to sling pizzas and create community centers.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The verdict is still out because I think Doodah is just trying to do it because people told him he can't do it.
Mm. Really?
Yeah. Because that's what he said.
For fun.
That's what he said in that monologue. Because like when Candy came back, like, why you want to do this?
Yeah.
And it's like, I was 9 or 10 and I told my teacher, for show and tell, I wanted to be the mayor of Chicago, and she said, maybe you should be a janitor.
Oh my God. Teachers are trash sometimes.
So he's like, I'm doing this because of all the motherfuckers who said I couldn't do it. I'm proving these bitches wrong.
Oh. I feel like he finally turned the leaf, though, where, like, even with his interactions with Jake, or even with Candy, don't get me wrong, they toxic as hell. But, like, you see little glimmers of hope of him in sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then his mama come back, and I'm like, oh, this is why. Mm-hmm. This is another example of parents passing down pain. Because that's the theme of the season. Like, how do you pass this pain on to each other? Right. But I'm here for Candy, too. Low key, high key. I'm here for my mom. Said, yeah, she can act better than she can sing. That's really good. I was like, Escape is an award-winning group. Like, what do you mean? My mom was like, yeah, she should stick to acting and writing songs. That's her calling, her ministry. I was like, no, her ministry is singing. I think, right. I think that's established. Like, so I'm here for Doodah. I'm here for his looks. I'm here for Candy. I'm here for the Elmo Greenhouse. I'm here for every time they come on the screen, the lighting changes. Do we want to talk about, who's starting to get on my nerves?
Cool.
What's his name? I'm trying to think of his real name. Reggie 2.0.
Oh,
Frank Ocean.
No, that's not Frank Ocean.
That's his name, ain't it?
No, that's not Frank Ocean. Let me find
that is name. Frank Ocean.
That's not Frank Ocean. That's
who is
other
Frank
guy.
Ocean?
Blonde. That's Frank Ocean.
That's this nigga.
No, it's not.
Who is this nigga?
If you give me a second, I'll get his name.
Who is Frank Ocean then?
Frank Ocean is an R&B singer.
Ain't that what this nigga is?
No. He's a singer, but that's not Frank Ocean.
Am I having an old moment?
Yes, you are.
You cannot tell me that nigga's name. That is Frank Ocean.
It's not Frank Ocean, Nyambi.
It is.
It's not.
It ain't coming up. It's Frank Ocean. Type in Frank Ocean to Shy.
It's not Frank Ocean.
Who is it? Frank Ocean? Luke James.
See?
Wait a minute. I'm having a Mandela moment. Type in.
Damn.
Can you take in Frank Ocean?
They don't even look the same, Nyambi. That's why I keep trying to tell you.
Who came out with Orange?
That's Frank Ocean. They don't look the same. I'm trying to tell you.
I think I put them the same like Kumo. Like the Kumo brothers.
That's Frank Ocean. You and your mama is the same people. I think
I'm confusing Frank Ocean and Luke James music.
Yes, you are.
Do they sound similar?
No.
I think I like both of them though.
God damn it.
Oh shit.
Ooh, you and your mama so similar.
Nigga, I would have lost it on Jeopardy.
That's Frank Ocean there. No, it's not.
This is Luke James.
That's
I know
Frank
who
Ocean.
Luke James is.
Well, why you didn't act like it?
Child, no, honey. Let me make sure I'm taking my medicine.
Frank Ocean ain't did not a bit of acting. Meanwhile, Luke James has been in the
what's Luke James CD's name then?
Bobby Brown special.
What is Luke James CD's? He's the one. He's seen the tornado song.
I don't know.
Or tornado went around in my bedroom.
No, that's somebody else.
That's Frank Ocean.
I don't even think that's Frank Ocean.
I just want to make sure I like both of them. Oh, name of his song is just called Luke James. Wait, this nigga just came out with a song in 2014. Okay, I'm very confused.
To Feel Loved.
What is his song? Make Love to Me. Oh, I Want You. Okay. It's coming back to me now.
God.
Oh.
Ooh, you need to
take my echinacea.
You need to do something because I can't tell you.
But I'm here for Candy though, and what's her name? Her name Rosalind. I love them old names, Doodah and Rosalind. Which age group is we in?
I don't know. And the way they spell Doodah,
Douda. What age group we falling in? Are we in between again?
I don't know. Is that French?
Nigga, you reading way too much. That's phonetic. That ain't French. That's phonetic, honey. You watch too much Hamilton.
What?
That is phonetic. Look at this little mosquito trying to get us.
Shit.
Oh my God, how you sneak in the basement? Trying to sneak in this basement. I got him. Okay. What you trying to pull up, some Luke James?
Yeah.
No, I know Luke James can sing.
Well, shit, you act like you didn't know who he was.
I think I just gave him credit for Frank Ocean music too.
Yeah, you did.
But I know Luke James can sing. That's not a surprise to me. Are you about to pull it up?
Yeah, if it play. You know, we in the basement.
Oh yeah, we in the basement, y'all. So we ain't gonna be having as much music as we normally get. Cause Luke James, well, both of them, him and Frank Ocean are nice looking.
That's Luke James.
Just has a mind of
That's
its
Luke
own.
James.
What song is this?
I Want You. Again.
Like when it's
Yeah, he can sing.
I want you.
Oh, that's it. So is Frank Ocean gonna play in this Marvin Gaye buyout? That's what I would love to see. It's playing Marvin Gaye. Luke James, can I get a petition? I stand for Luke James, but his character's getting on my nerves. So I don't know if that means he's playing really well or really bad. Every time he come on the screen. Now, to me, he started off as a good guy, and now he's turned into a bad guy. Because every time I look at people whooping somebody's ass or stealing something.
Well, that's the thing about everybody who's in Jake's life.
Ain't it?
Everybody whooped some
It's
cheap
trash.
clothing.
Ain't it?
Because he thought Duda wasn't no thug
Duda
ass
ain't
nigga.
killed my brother.
Duda is a fucking stone cold killer.
Duda, I am a fan.
And then here comes Jake. I heard somebody stole your shoes. You chased them down, whooped their ass. I did. I beat the fuck out of them, but I let them keep the shoes because they probably needed more than I did.
Oh, well, why did we beat him up?
Dude, I killed your brother, stupid. No, it was the
not
Warriors.
Duda.
It was the East Side Gang.
They paid him, dummy. Oh,
Why would he do that?
because it's fun. I miss Reg, though. He was one of them niggas. All right, who we gonna get to? We gonna get to Ronnie and his grandma done passed. Ain't much to say about that. Grandma done passed. We did a whole flashback scene on her life and all that good stuff, which was cute. We gonna get to Kevin.
I don't know. You tell me more about that because I missed that part.
Oh, well, I think it was her birthday or something, and he just dressed her up and took her. I assume she used to own a nightclub that she sold, and that's where she wanted to go. And since it was still open, Ronnie think he doing something. Like, oh, I'll take it to a little lounge, but it turned out to be a strip club. And then he was like, oh, Grandma, they got the dicks out. And she said, it's okay, Ronnie. You got some ones? He said, I only got 20. And she was throwing them out. And after she threw them out, she kind of just told a story in the club, right, of the history of it and the legacy and the importance of community and fellowship and just finding community and safety within each other. And it's a sad place where we as Black people, if we can't find community and safety in our own neighborhoods, that becomes a problem. I mean, you even brought that up, Neil, when you say you enjoy running in my parents' neighborhood because, what did you say again? How did you say it?
Oh, it's just so many Black people around to be in a in a decent neighborhood and like not be feared that you'll be police called on you. And also
the
the
police
fact
probably Black and everybody know, and we know we actually have neighbors who are police officers.
yeah, but I also think like just moving around, running in the neighborhood, and just seeing Black folks, right, and like how Black people operate. Like they see somebody new. Oh, Who are you?
Yep, they got the whole roll down for me too.
You stay in the old Johnson's house?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I know who such and such is.
Oh.
Okay. Or just period, like running in a Black neighborhood versus running in a white neighborhood is so much more comforting.
You need to have a podcast about that.
Yeah, I am. On my podcast, I'm going to have a conversation about that. Like how much comforting it is just to run in a Black neighborhood. Or even like a mixed neighborhood, right? Because the Black folks
Just a
out
diverse
there
neighborhood,
doing their Black thing, whether they washing the car, cutting grass, or out riding their bikes or whatever. Like all the Black folks that said hello to me.
We're just people of color.
Yeah. Like I have not ran past one person and like nobody's looked at me wrong or whatever. Everybody has said hello. It was at least a smile or a friendly face, even if they were still getting down your description. And I'm cool with that because that's how Detroit operate. We say hello to you just so we can get your description.
We hear your voice, your cadence, your eyes, all of that.
Right. And I'm good with that. I'd rather that happen than like
This uneasy look, scared,
Yeah.
all that. That's good. So, Kevin, it's his birthday. Good for him. I'm getting where I don't like his little girlfriend.
why you don't like woke
What's her
woke
name?
sister?
I don't think she. I think she's well read. Well read and being woke are two different things. I think she's well read. Is she woke? Probably not. I think she has a lot of theory, but I think she's never applied the theory. I know she ain't applied the theory when they were trying to tell her what neighborhood to go down. She's like, "Well, that's quicker when we go there, nigga, because we don't know nobody on that block."
Right.
Like just little common sense like
Oh,
that.
and I am afraid of my people. You should be.
Look, look, this me. Okay.
What neighborhood? What street we should go down there?
I like Maisha. Who is it? Papa girlfriend. I'm more aligned with her, honey. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes she just rubbed me the wrong way because she's like, my daddy got this and that and that, and how she just don't understand. Sometimes I don't think she understands her privilege in the situation, and she's really good at calling white people when they do have it. But it's like you have so much privilege too.
Right. You just bought this nigga fucking iPad.
That you're just not even aware of yourself, right? Or little like I don't know, like she's very black power, but she got way too many white friends for me. To be that white. And I shouldn't say white friends. She have a lot of white friends and not friends who happen to be white. Because it's not that she can't, of course, socialize with white people. But the girls she kicking it with don't seem like they happen to be white women. They seem very white.
They Becky's.
Yep. And how to, like, that's just out of alignment for me. That means you living in multiple worlds, have multiple personalities, dual lives that got his own stuff you need to worry about. But I think Kevin, I mean, a long time they'll be good. They babies. They still learning themselves. But she do rub me the wrong way sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think maybe his sister, if she was around, she would have checked that. Just like Big Papa's girl would do. Tell this bitch. She's like, get your girl.
Get your girl.
But it also was funny how they, who was it? Luke James called out Jake. He was like, oh, you really like her then. Now, I can see that popping off.
Yeah.
Now, I can see her breaking off with Kevin, then going with Jake. I can see that as a nice little drama piece.
Really?
Not this season, but maybe down the season, absolutely. You couldn't, because that's how niggas operate.
Yeah.
Because I think he'll provide the challenge that Kevin won't provide her. Right? Kevin be like even he was like, well, all right, yeah, I'll go with you down the neighborhood. Nigga, why? Where I think Jake would be like, nah, bitch, like, we're not. Nah, sis. We ain't doing that. And then now I'm even thinking of the worlds, because I do believe Duda gonna win mayor. Forget it, Lena. And then the circles Duda gonna be kicking in. It's gonna be similar circles that
her dad gonna be kicking it in.
And they're gonna be just kind of mandatory friends. And I think that's gonna slip and fall into something. Just because of the time you spend together.
Oh my God, Jake gonna smash. God damn.
What? Why you say it like that?
Because you know how Jake be.
Oh my
you know,
God.
Kevin, man, I just figured Jake, I smashed.
Papa, why did Papa give him a Bible for his birthday? Papa sometimes get on my nerves. I do like that he's questioning now, though. Because when I was younger, all this stuff was simple, but now I just have so many questions. And what is it? What's her name? Maisha?
Yeah, Maisha.
She's like, you a preacher kid. What you mean you got all these questions? Like, I like their challenge and support relationship. How she never demeans him, but she be like, nigga, why are you?
All right. What you questioning?
What do you got a whole ass minister at your house.
Right.
Go ask him. Or go talk to the many other people in your circles. Or with the old folks, go read the Bible, go do something. So I think that's interesting. But
Right.
I don't see this girl lasting a long time. I actually see her and Jake getting married, having kids. Living their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just hope whatchamacallit come home. Anything else about the Shine?
No, that's it.
Last thing before we get out of here, y'all. I just want to be in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. That's the only song I know.
Oh.
What's the Alexander Hamilton? I'm
Why
young
are
and
you
scruffy.
right? Like you running out of time. I don't want to lose my shot.
Gotta take my shot.
Shot.
It's all right. We watched it. Hamilton on Disney. We probably gonna come back to this one. I suggest niggas watch it. Because near when I was even talking, just the privilege of going to Broadway, the privilege of experiencing Broadway. That's something. It's cute. Right? I'm a fan of David Ditz. Can I have a truth moment?
What?
I used to confuse David Ditz and Lin-Manuel.
God damn it.
I thought
Throw the whole damn microphone away.
I thought David Davis was Lin-Manuel, especially when he came on Blackish.
As always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com.
We ain't gonna talk about Hamilton. You wanna talk about Hamilton next time?
No, you can talk about it, but the shit you saying, I don't know if I can.
You did not.
Give a
You
cosign.
knew who Lin-Manuel was
Yes.
by looks.
I knew who
I know him by
was.
name and I know his credentials, but you knew he wasn't David Diggs.
Yes.
David Diggs lived down the street from us. We might have seen him in Oakland.
Exactly. I know who David Diggs was.
He lived in Oakland and he our age. We could have seen him at the vegan hut. What's it
Exactly.
called? The Vegan Thug.
Vegan Mob.
We probably seen him at the Vegan Mob in Oakland. I'm a fan of David Diggs though. He really outspoken. He really not for the fuck shit.
No.
But yeah, I thought they was the entertainment. I was a little sad when I thought David. I said, look at this black boy done did. I said, oh. I mean, well, shout out to Puerto Rico. I'm happy Puerto Ricans did it too. But what? Hamilton, y'all. Based on Alexander Hamilton, one of our forefathers, the writers of basically our Constitution, the inner workings and foundation of our country, of all our founding fathers, he gets the least shine and clout because he died young. He also was one of the only founding fathers that didn't become president. But don't let him wrong. He basically created our whole like commerce, economy, banking system. But it's basically that story of him from a child in one of the Caribbean islands. I think it's Nevis. I think he was an orphan. And then so he's Caribbean. Shout out to the West Indies. All the way through his death. And it basically showed the life and time. The flip on it is this musical is based in like hip hop, R&B influences in the cast. It's cast of color. So George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and I'm gonna say Anthony Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton. That's all the people we recognize. All these people were played by folks of color, which is symbolic. But I was like, I want niggas to not forget that like these people were white and they had slaves. I think I was just almost like it was good. Like Hamilton is a great musical, and first of all, it's a musical. I know sometimes black people musicals aren't necessarily our dig.
No, we barely like Porgy and Bess.
And Dreamgirls. So first digest that. I recommend if you're not into musical, you turn in your closed caption so you can read along and hear it. Because the thing with musicals, you can't zone out. You have to listen to every song because the song is telling you, the song is moving the storyline across.
The song is the story.
Like the song is not the interlude. Like it's not the intermission. Like you have to pay attention to the song.
Is the dialogue.
Yeah. So just so you niggas know, because I tried to get my parents to do it. We only made it through the first half.
Your mama. This would be good, but I don't need all this singing shit. I wish just all the words was just them talking.
Well, it's a musical.
It was a musical. I know, but I wish all the words was talking.
I was like, that would be a play.
But that's the definition of a musical.
That I think, what is it, 60% has to be singing. Like more than half has to be singing for it to be a musical. So that was good. I don't know. Maybe I need to come back to it. I recommend everyone watch it. It's great, right? Because I think it shows our youths and our babies. It gives them, they're able to see themselves in a variety of ways, right? They're able to see themselves in history. They're able to see themselves as creating revolutions and moving things forward, especially at this young age. And also in the creative aspect, it gives them room for them to create their own stories, for them to be directors, for them to use like the music they like and translate their history to that. So I like all of that. But I be so woke, I got insomnia that all I could think was like, but these people had slaves.
They did.
Like
and that's
it
the
just
problematic aspect of it.
But it's not enough not to watch it though. Like, but it was just hard for me to get through that.
I think the thing was like with having so many people of color, I had to stop myself every once in a while and just do research on the actual person to remind myself they was white and they had slaves.
Yeah.
Because you roll up.
Hush, Mabel.
Welcome back, Mabel.
Mabel, all right.
Because just on the fact of, it is with a bunch of people of color.
Yeah.
You get invested and you transform and you put the people that's in the cast in the play. Yeah, as the real people. You got to remind yourself like these are all white people.
Yes.
However, Hamilton was a player from the Himalaya.
Hey.
He had the older sister and the younger sister, and the older sister's like, I need to marry rich, but I can't be with you, but I can share you.
Yeah. And you can be around. And then that wasn't enough for him. Then, just like Emmett, he went and got other bitches. And then instead of just coming to his wife and like, hey, I got other bitches, this might come out in the news, he paid off the husband. But the husband then got caught up in some shit. And then that stuff got on blast. And he was like one of the people to have one of the first scandals. And because of that, he couldn't have necessarily such a forefront in politics, even though he was probably one of the brightest and really was the architecture of a lot of our founding tenets and principles.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recommend it. In the end, the songs are catchy. Isn't all black and brown music catchy though?
Yeah.
Like we put sauce on anything. Music, dance, food. That don't surprise me.
it's just interesting because, like, I do remember
he been off the strength of this one I'm gonna say podcast.
Lynn
been on the strength of Hamilton since 2005, my nigga. I mean, since 2015. I ain't mad at him. He actually doing The Heights, which I am more excited to see about The Heights, because The Heights feels just more brown people, more connected to the source to me, because it's about, is it Afro Latinos and Brooklyn Heights, like coming of age. Like, I feel definitely more connected to that than the Hamilton. But American history is important. But he been off the strength of this for so long.
Yeah.
That I ain't even mad. He got like a book called Good Night, Good Morning. Like, I'm a supporter of Lin-Manuel. But you know, sometimes it's Hamilton shit, and the white people love it, honey.
They do. The Room Where It Happened.
The room with Leslie Odom. Come on, shout out to Progressive. Nationwide. Nationwide is on my side.
The Room Where It Happened.
It's catchy. It's even if you're not even into it, you will catch yourself. And who's your legacy? I'm like, oh yeah, I can see how the whites get on this.
Don't want to miss my shot.
And they rapping super quick. Like, I'm a little mad they ain't getting nominated for no BET Hip Hop Award. Because they could give at least more than 75% of the niggas out who rapping out Run for their money.
Yeah, I agree.
David Diggs, Lin-Manuel, I forgot that boy who played Hercules, Anthony Ramos that played, what's his name from She Gotta Have It?
Oh yeah, Mars.
Them four alone could give the Migos, Uzi Vert, that whole crew a run for their fucking money in the way that they flowing.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing? They're doing what T.I. is trying to do. Make sense?
Tell us.
You know how you always be talking about expeditiously and using words that are really big but don't fit in place? What they're doing is actually using those big words in contexts that do make sense and they know the definition. So that's how I would say. You don't think so? Especially that, I was most impressed with David Diggs. Yeah. His flow's a little sickening. I didn't realize he had his own rap group. He was a part of a rap group.
Yeah, Clipping.
Didn't know that at all. And I was like, oh wait, he's really got swag.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know about Clipping?
No.
Oh,
what is a Clipping?
That's the name of his group.
Oh, okay.
You can find something.
I thought you were gonna find the Hamilton song.
No, I'm gonna find Clipping.
I said they really gonna block us because I know Lynn probably just got it sweeping the internet.
Well, you know they especially on what's the name.
I know Lynn. Listen, did you pay for that shit?
No.
I mean, but also going back to the privilege of Broadway, to get them Hamilton tickets, you needed at least $600 plus for two people to go. At minimum, you're paying $300. That's the nosebleeds. So for you to get decent seats, you need at least a G.
And you know, every day I'll be in that damn lottery
to try to get it. Hot take. I enjoy Harry Potter better than Hamilton. Don't tell nobody. If you got a choice between seeing Harry Potter, The Cursed Son, or that last one that came out, versus Hamilton, I go see Harry Potter.
Why are you whispering?
Because I know it might be unpopular. Because I know Harry Potter ain't a black cast, but Hermione black. I'm still a stand for Harry Potter because I was kind of a musical too. I stand for the Harry Potter. Actually, look, I stand for Color Purple. Dreamgirls, Porgy and Bess. Also, I'd be thinking there's a lot of black stories still to be told. Did we have to tell? I'm gonna say Anthony Hamilton. Did we have to tell Alexander Hamilton's story?
Probably not.
Okay. I'm still waiting. I ain't see Tina Turner. Is there an app where you can kind of like Hulu, and then you know how sometimes they record Broadway shows, like they did Hamilton? Is there an app where I can purchase it and I can just watch all the Broadway shows? Oh. They need to make that happen.
Or I just like to watch all the old Medea joints.
Me, Nia, and Nadifa was all out in DC when we had a driver, and he asked us what's up because we were talking about some play, or he was listening to. No, it was something he was listening to, and I think it was Porgy and Bess. And I recognized, like, oh, I love this song from Porgy and Bess. He was like, oh my goodness. And we started talking about the play. And he asked, what's our favorite play? He talked about who his favorite playwright was. And then he asked me who my favorite playwright was. And I said, who?
James Baldwin.
No, Tyler Perry.
Oh.
Nia, Nadifa, and Niram almost all fell out their seat. Because he was a white guy. He's like, I've never heard of Tyler Perry. I said, check into some of his stage plays. He's like, what's your favorite one? I was like, I think it's Medea's Cookout. I was like, the way that he examines the black experience and just makes it so raw and connects us to the spirituality is beautiful. I wonder that white man. You think that white man wanted to go see a Tyler Perry play?
Yes. He probably did.
And what did he say when he got in there?
Oh.
He probably felt his soul got saved.
Oh my God.
So yes, for anyone who asks, my favorite playwright is Tyler Perry. Go ahead. What you gonna play one of his songs?
No, I was gonna play Clipping.
All right, how Clipping goes? Is it good? You know a song?
I guess let's do it. It's like alternative rap.
What is that?
So it's like
I can't hear.
it's like deconstructed beats.
Huh. Oh, this is it. Is it playing?
Yeah. So it's like deconstructed beats. And things like
Cleavers up, bring them here. Femurs all swing on the
Oh,
ceiling
okay.
like a chandelier. She's
That's
sitting
the
there in
V-Diz.
a white dress.
It
looking
reminds
like she
me
should
of
get it. Licking
10-9.
her lips of the reddish. Should invest in the
same
hair
thing?
clinic. He got a
More or
pocket full
less.
of incisors and pliers in a briefcase in case
Gotcha.
she get inspired.
So that's the V-Diz.
Okay. Yeah, David did, my boy. Ooh, look, we done got tired, y'all. We done lost our what's it called? Stamina.
Yeah.
Where you can just go for a long time.
Yeah.
Child, we gotta be done. We'll see y'all later this week. Close us out, Nero. Nero yawning.
The hell is.
Child, come on.
To submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's Black with no K. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud, or you can leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. Once again, that's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember,
Love is ever evolving. Peace.
Peace.